drive they were looking for.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Just a short pass to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. On 4th down, going to the air. He makes a catch. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. We reached a quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Back to pass, it's Carr. Makes the grab, it's Love. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Sategna. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Pulls and throws out the RPO.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them, run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Mateer. Using the quick game. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sategna. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So 4th and a mile from here, but the offense will go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Carr. The short hands, it's Love. At the 45. 4-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They need to move it 2 more yards on 3rd and goal.
Get set, get set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Huge loss on the play. Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? Horny can't get it out of there. It's blocked. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Offense gets set for second down. To throw, it's Carr. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. The corners are walked up tight. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a play call, fourth and short. Everybody in the building expecting that to be a run. Instead, they throw it. They had the matchup they wanted, one-on-one. QB takes a shot. It's an absolute strike, and they take it all the way in for a touchdown. What a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Sooners with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Sategna. Still running at the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
With the catch, it's Burks. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
keep it in the air. He'll pull it down and run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
So 1st down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Snags it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's a hit. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Fields. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. looking for the first down. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Gives it on the option. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Now sliding to his left. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
They get to him as he throws. On target over the middle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He got him! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.